Okay, let's talk about the silent killer of uptime. It's a process that's completely invisible when it's working just fine, but when it fails, oh man, it causes these catastrophic outages for some of the biggest sites on the internet. We are talking about the certificate lifecycle, and really understanding it is the key to avoiding total disaster.
So why do these massive, the ones that make the headlines, why do they actually happen? It's almost never some sophisticated cyber attack. Nope. The real cause is something way more basic and honestly, a lot more embarrassing.
It all boils down to a single, really seductive mistake, a process failure that just lures even the best IT teams into a false sense of security.
And there it is, the install and forget mindset. You know the feeling, right? You do the work, you get the certificate, you see that little green padlock pop up in the browser, and you think, excellent, my job here is done for the next year. That one thought, that is the root cause of almost every single major certificate outage, because this is not a one-and-done setup, not even close.
So to really get why that mindset is so dangerous, we have to make this invisible process visible. Every single certificate, and I mean no exceptions, goes through a continuous 7-stage life cycle.
Now, what's so fascinating is that everybody focuses on these first 3 stages. This is the part we all see. You generate a key and a certificate signing request, the CSR. You send that off to a certificate authority, or a CA, who checks that you actually own the domain and then signs it. Then you install it. See? This is the install part of install and forget.
But the lifecycle doesn't end there. This is the forget part, and it's where everything breaks down. This is the real work, constantly monitoring for expiration, renewing way in advance, having a plan to revoke a certificate if it gets compromised, and managing its final expiry. Trust me, these are the stages that cause all the pain.
So what actually happens when you drop the ball in one of these later stages? It's not just some small technical glitch. It leads directly to business-level failures.
This table maps it out perfectly. You fail to monitor? Bam! You get a surprise expiry, which means an outage. You fail to renew on time? Your users get hit with those terrifying browser security warnings, which, let's be honest, is an outage. And if you fail to revoke a compromised key, you are literally leaving a backdoor wide open for attackers. The takeaway here is absolutely critical. These are not just admin chores, they are core operational security functions.
All right, so this brings us to the central conflict. The old way of doing things versus the way we absolutely have to do them now. The manual approach is just fundamentally broken for the modern web. I mean, just look at the contrast here. It's night and day. On the left, you've got manual management, spreadsheets, calendar reminders for engineers who left the company 6 months ago. It's just an outage waiting to happen. On the right, you have modern automation, Certificate Lifecycle Management, we call it CLM platforms, using protocols like Acme. It's reliable, it's scalable, and it's designed specifically to prevent these exact failures. So what exactly is a CLM platform? Well, think of it as the command center for your entire fleet of certificates. It automates the whole life cycle. We're talking discovery, issuance, renewal, deployment, without a human ever needing to log into a server. And the engine powering all this automation is a protocol called Acme. It's the standard that lets a CLM tool programmatically talk to a certificate authority, prove domain ownership, and handle the whole issuance and renewal process automatically. It takes the human completely out of the loop. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Automation sounds nice, but my spreadsheet is working just fine. Well, a massive change is coming that it's going to make that spreadsheet completely obsolete. Automation is about to go from a nice-to-have to being completely non-negotiable. For years now, the maximum lifespan for a certificate has been 398 days. That once-a-year rhythm is really the only reason any manual process survived this long.
Then, services like Let's Encrypt came on the scene, and they standardized on 90-day certificates. And this was the first big shock to the system. Renewing every quarter made manual work an absolute pain, and really drove that first wave of Acme adoption.
But this is the number that changes the entire game. There's a new proposal, Ballot SC081V3, and it aims to cut the maximum validity period to just 47 days. Just let that sink in for a second. Your teams would need to renew every single public certificate 8 times a year. The key insight here is just staggering. The velocity of the entire certificate lifecycle is about to increase by 8 times.
No spreadsheet, no calendar reminder, no manual process on Earth can possibly keep up with that. It's a mathematical impossibility.
So, knowing all this, what's the path forward, right? How do you master this life cycle instead of just becoming a victim of its accelerating pace?
It really boils down to 4 key things. 1. Every certificate has a 7-stage life cycle with predictable failure points. 2. That install and forget mindset is your #1 enemy. 3. Shorter validity is coming, and it makes automation mandatory. And 4. The solution is a CLM platform powered by the ACME protocol. It's that simple.
You know, it all comes back to this simple truth. The most common, the most damaging, and the most preventable outages are caused by one simple failure: an expired certificate. This is a solved problem, folks.
So I'll leave you with this. The speed of your certificate lifecycle is accelerating dramatically, whether you're ready for it or not. So the only question that really matters is this: is your automation ready for it?